What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are back to talk about the snowy spider spectacle. Say that 3 times in a row. So we're gonna take a look at exactly what you have to do in order to complete this event, if you want to participate in these leaderboards or not. We're gonna keep it real for sure. We're gonna talk about how you can obtain as many milestones as possible. Unlikely, but anyway, we're going to talk about that. And the most important of all, we're going to take a look at the store and see what the store has in store for you and what you should be buying from the store. Because if you pay attention to the store, you can actually get ahead quite a lot if you're buying the right items, because some items are more expensive than others, and other items are absolute wastes that you should avoid at all costs. So we're going to break down all of that. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Okay, so this is the first event of the month of December, and it's the event where you're going to be able to obtain diamonds for Apocalypse. Now you can see my points right now. I have 77 million points, and that's not enough for top 1000. And the biggest problem for me is that I have 77 million gold and I have nowhere to spend it. All the new characters, they're already at level 95, and I don't know where to spend the gold. Now we have these orbs on the store that allow you to get some points, right? You can buy these orbs, and the orbs by themselves will give you a little bit of points, and spending the gold is also giving you more points. Now we can talk about which orb has the best ratio to give you more points and so on. We can talk about all of that, but I don't think it really matters. For most players, the best orb is going to be the Frozen ISO orb, because it has a nice amount of ISO 8 blue level 4. It's around if you open 10 orbs, 3 million gold, you get around 1 million plus ISO 8 to level 4, so that's enough for one character. And we are assuming that with the new raid, the incursion to difficulty 3, that is not available right now, it's going to require the new teams with ISO 8 blue level 4. So if you are short on ISO 8 blue level 4, that's the way to go. The other orb that you should consider, Augmented Frozen Orb. This one has a chance of giving you some gear tier 18. So if you don't have Super Skrull, this is going to help you to unlock Super Skrull faster. But if you already have Super Skrull, just forget about this gear, because this gear is absolutely useless for people that already have Super Skrull. I can show you that most of my characters and most of my gear, like this gear tier 18, now I have like 200s of them, because after you gear up the characters that matter, you don't need to gear up more characters, and it just starts stacking up and stacking up for the gear tier 19, the transition for gear tier 19. So it's definitely something that if you already have Super Skrull, just get ISO 8 if you want, or spend your gold training your characters if you can. Now this event has 2 energy components. You have campaign energy. Here we go. So here we have where you have to spend your energy, and for this one you can get up to 19 million points, and you have to spend around 5,000 energy. Now, can you do this free to play? Yeah, sure, you can do this free to play, but it's up to you to decide if it's going to be worth it or not. You have to decide which milestone you want to obtain, and go from there. This event is very tough to give like specific advices, because the range of ways you can get points is just too wide. You can focus on just energy, or just incursion energy, or just gold. It's up to you to decide, and based on the resources you have, if you have energy or gold, or which one you prefer to spend. Okay, so beyond this energy, we also have the energy for the incursion campaign. And I've told a few people on my live streams that you should definitely start stacking up this energy in case you want the chance of obtaining some diamonds on Apocalypse. And the amount of energy you have to spend, it's quite a lot. You have to spend 6,000 of this energy to get 15 million points. and it's quite tough. I almost did it, but we have a few days left, so hopefully I'll be able to do it. But yeah, it's definitely something I don't recommend, because you are not getting gold, you are not getting training materials from these nodes. You are just getting red stars that will convert into Elite 4s, and then Elite 4s, Elite 5s, Elite 5s, Elite 6s, and then Elite 7s. It's so wasteful that I would really not consider going forward for this type of events. We'll see in the future. But at least for now, this type of events is definitely getting a bad impression. Okay, let's move on from this. So we already covered the energy, we already covered the gold situation, where at least for me, I don't even have a place where to spend this gold. And finally, like once again, it's up to you to decide if it's going to be worth it to spend the energy, to spend the power cores, to spend the gold. A few of these milestones are decent. I would definitely recommend everyone to try to get the milestone 19 if you can afford it, but if you can't, like, there is nothing we can do. In terms of rating, once again, this leaderboard, it doesn't matter how much gold you have, because people will buy the milestones and they'll get always more points than you. Once again, with 77 million, I'm not even on the top 1000, so keep that in mind if you try to push this event. Okay, now we are going to talk about the store and what you should be buying from this store. So there are a lot of characters here that are somewhat new, and some of these characters are unfarmable, which is fine. So DuArktik, for example, you can obtain him here. You can obtain also Tigre. You can also obtain Ronin. But all these characters that are unfarmable, at least for now, they are very, very expensive. So you can see the difference. Thor is farmable, 2000 points. You have DuArktik, 5000 points, so double of the price. And the character is not even that good. And the same goes for Tigre and for Ronin and for those other characters as well. Is that their price is very, very high, and their teams is not even good. So in my opinion, you should, as much as possible, avoid obtaining character shards on this store. Focus on everything else other than that. Now we have to talk about the gear tier 18s from this store. I think this is something that you should definitely consider, especially if you can find the items you are missing. So all my items, I have everything a lot, like 200 of each, of skill, mutant, bio, and tech. So the only thing I don't have is mystic. So what I would recommend right away is, of course, to get as much mystic as possible. And if you have the same problem, you should do the same. In terms of the T4s, 25,000 for 50 T4s. This is absolutely disgusting. Way too expensive. Doesn't make any sense. So I would definitely avoid that. Then we have the Elite 7s. And this is also going to include the gold promotion credits and the dark promotion credits. The only amount you can buy of dark promotion credits is just 100, and I heard, I have not seen it yet, but I heard it costs like 5,000 for 100 dark promotion credits. It doesn't make any sense. You are spending like thousands of currency to get like $5 of dark promotion credits. In my opinion, don't buy it. Don't buy the gold promotion credits. Don't buy the Elite 7s. Don't buy the Elite 6s, and don't buy the Elite 5s and other things that show up here as well, and dark promos, of course. So once again, skip all of these, just focus on the gear tier 18. And finally, we have the most important item in the store. It's the centerpiece catalysts. These are going to be extremely important, especially if you are now transitioning from Dark Dimension 6 to Dark Dimension 7, if you are still trying to catch up to Super Skrull, if you want to make sure your most powerful characters like Iron Man are as strong as possible, you definitely want to buy the centerpiece uniques. This is the easiest way of getting centerpieces uniques, and you can see tons and tons of Reddit posts saying that people, oh, I've been months and months trying to find this item, I'm not able to. So yeah, make sure you buy the most popular items from the store, and especially because we have two new teams coming. One is bio, the other is mutant, so for sure all of these new items are going to be useful on that as well. And also getting focus catalysts, health catalysts are always important, because those are the two catalysts that you never have enough. Every single day you should buy these from this specific store, and their price is super cheap, so that's even better, right? Finally, we have the augmented catalysts, and these ones are not as bad as the other ones, but you should also consider buying them because the price is so low. If you have less than 5,000 like I have, 5,000 is not enough. Each character costs like 1,000, so 5,000 is just not enough, so buy them as much as possible. Beyond that, you could consider the origin gear, but it's not a priority for sure. Unless you are completely starved. If you have less than 300 of a specific item of origin gear, then you should consider buying it, and beyond that, not really. This advice is for literally everyone. If you are a new player, if you are a mid-range player, if you are a veteran player, those are the only things you should buy in the store. This is going to allow you, once again, to unlock a Super Skrull. This is going to allow you to go to the transition from Dark Dimension 6 to Dark Dimension 7, because Dark Dimension 7 is still going to require some teal gear and also gear tier 18, so keep that in mind. I think some people forget about it. And all this orange gear and all this nonsense, no one really needs it. Even as a new player, you'll see that with the events and with the raids alone, you should be getting more than enough. And on top of that, the raid orbs are also going to get improved, and this means that you're going to be able to obtain way more gear from those specific types as well. So that's going to be the store guide, event guide for this Snowy Spider Spectacle. This event that unfortunately we are just not able to catch up, and once again, even me as a veteran player, it's a struggle for me to get points, because I just don't have a good way where to obtain these points. Even with hundreds of thousands of gold, if you don't buy the offers, you just can't progress enough, because or you don't have training materials, or you don't have characters to gear up, or you don't have a good place to spend this gold. So that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Mouse Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.